It's the worst beatdown between grown adults in the history of American sports. There is so much to tell. There's the dog that chased one of the players around the stadium. There's the kicker who caught his own
What
pick
the
for a touchdown. There's the player who entered the game, took a snap, threw the ball in the air in a state of sheer terror, ran off the field and hid. And of course, there's the score. In 1916, Georgia Tech's football team beat Cumberland College by a score of 202. Oh, sorry. I forgot one.
Bro said, I forgot one.
Better to have died a small boy than
Shoot.
type shit. A stream of blood spurted from his nostrils, gang.
Bro, it sounds like a goddamn massacre, bro.
222 points in a game. That is an unbreakable record. It has been 67 years since a team scored even half that many. To do this, Georgia Tech had to score 32 touchdowns in 55 minutes, which means it had to score a touchdown every minute 43. Now,
Nigga, bro, this shit. A minute 43, bro?
God, minute 43, God, that's insane, bro.
Like, bro, I've been on some bad teams.
That's insane.
I've been on some bad teams in my life, but I ain't never, like, on every 1 minute 43 seconds, you just giving up 6, bro. Like,
That means, nigga, you throwing pick sixes, fumbles. Nigga, I want to know how many, bro, I guarantee you 32 of them touchdowns, more than half of them did not come from the offense game. That's the only way this is possible.
you got teams that don't score 32 in a season, bro.
In a season, bro.
They did this shit in like an hour, bro. Well, not even like, well, not game time, like not real hour, but game time hour. 55 minutes is wild.
Yes, bro. That shit crazy.
it is fair to say that Georgia Tech was a million times better than Cumberland College, but that doesn't explain this. Vast superiority alone explains Secretariat, who won the Belmont by 31 lengths. It explains the 1940 Chicago Bears, who won the NFL championship 73-0. It explains the time UConn women's basketball took a 74-9 lead on SMU. Those are routes, yeah, they're blowouts. This was an irrational, malicious act of cruelty that just happened to also technically barely be a sporting event. We have accounts of what happened. It's scoreable. We can score it. In the same way we can award a blue ribbon to a supernova. But first, let's understand where this malice came from. It's 1915. Cumberland's team, which used to be good, is now terrible. The coach is a reverend from around town who doesn't know the rules and doesn't approve of all the violence, so he makes up new practice drills that are more to his liking. In one drill, he has two guys stand a few feet apart and just lob the ball to each other over and over and over. In another drill, he has them sit in a circle and close their eyes, and he would place the ball behind one of them, and then they'd have to guess which one had the ball. It was like an even worse version of the...
Hold on.
I don't know, I feel...
Bro, is this nigga over here trying to train these niggas to be the X-Men, bro? Like, what the fuck? Guess who has the ball? What the fuck are we doing here, coach? Like, Reverend coach?
Like, bro, imagine you show up to a football team, right? You walk on and shit. You think you the shit. You make the team. Drill, you run. This coach puts you in a circle, puts a ball right under your ass, and it's like, hey, guess whose ass is on top of the ball? And that's your practice for the day.
And that's practice for the day, and throwing the ball back and forth in a straight line to each other.
You just lob.
What the hell?
And they talking about like they were a good team before, but now they done fell off. How do you fall off like this, bro? Like,
I guess by hiring, and I love the Lord, but I guess you fall off like that by hiring a damn town reverend as your coach, bro.
Man.
Stupid even talking about it. Unsurprisingly, none of the players came back after that season, and it was up to George Allen, the 20-year-old athletic manager, to save Cumberland football. He figured that if the baseball team could get a little bit of buzz, it could sell enough tickets to finance the football team. So he arranged for Cumberland baseball to beat their opening opponent as badly as they could. The thing is, Cumberland players weren't good enough to do that, so he convinced a minor league baseball team to dress up in Cumberland's uniforms and play as them. It was an entire...
Bro got some minor league baseball players to dress up as a college team.
Bro. Bro. Nigga, did you used to watch Phineas and Ferb?
Yeah.
Bro, this is some Dr. Doofenshmirtz shit, nigga. Like, what the fuck, bro? nigga. Bro, this is some Dr. Doofenshmirtz shit for sure, gang.
Ass whoopinator, nigga. Like, what the
Oh, no.
I didn't confirm this, but I believe the minor league team in question was the Nashville Volunteers, half of whom had Major League Baseball experience. Cumberland destroyed Georgia Tech, 22-0. They were hitting everything. After a while, they got bored and they just started bunting every at-bat, and they still scored 3 more runs just by bunting. Georgia Tech baseball was humiliated, and so was their coach. His name was Jon Heisman.
Why the suspenseful music game?
Remains one of football's architects. Let's look at a modern day football game. The scoreboard shows the down, yardage, and game clock. That was Jon Heisman's idea. The quarterback yells "hut."
Oh, I didn't know that.
Came up with that. Then the center snap.
I didn't know that either.
The quarterback, Heisman invented that. Then the quarterback throws a forward pass. Heisman invented that too. This quarterback was the best in the nation.
So, nigga, Heisman pretty much invented football as we know it today, type shit.
Basically, yeah. And that's the guy you decided to piss off, bro. Like that. You want to test out? Hell no, I ain't testing that motherfucker.
Yeah, for sure not.
So they gave him a trophy called the Heisman Trophy. In showing up Jon Heisman, Cumberland angered a football god.
It's crazy.
1916 rolled around, and Cumberland no longer had a football team. Heisman didn't care. Georgia Tech Cumberland was on the football schedule, and Heisman threatened to charge the school $3,000 if they forfeited. That's $66,000
$3 bands?
money, and it was more than Cumberland.
66.
Heisman had another target: sports writers. Couldn't stand him. You know what I mean? It's not for no reason. Sports writers are useless. Like, we are useless. Heisman took issue with the way sports writers oversimplified. They scored, the better that team was. Heisman knew it wasn't as simple as that, so he wanted to rack up as many points on Cumberland as he possibly could to show that if you really wanted to and your opponent was bad enough, you could score as much as you wanted. In order to save themselves a crippling amount of debt, Cumberland rounded up a bunch of law students, some of whom didn't even know how to play football, and sent them to play against what may have been the best football team on the planet. It's the afternoon of October.
Nah, you know it's 1916 when Georgia Tech is the best football team on the planet.
The best football team on the planet is insane, bro.
Because the NFL wasn't even a thing yet, I don't think.
NFL wasn't even a thing yet, and most teams that are powerhouses today probably just had got inaugurated into the NCAA in 1916. Like, they was either 2 or 3 years old.
Bro, that shit crazy.
7th, 1916. H.J. Carney waits for the opening kickoff to fall out of the sky. He doesn't. He looks to his right, where Edwards, the quarterback, makes a block. He turns to his left, where a man listed as George Murphy gets ready to throw another block. This is not actually George Murphy. This is Johnny Dog Nelson, the only ringer George Allen was able to recruit this time around. He's a former player and a sports writer by trade. Here he is reporting on another football team a month from now. Johnny Dog whiffs entirely. Carney still hasn't moved. He's clobbered right where he caught the ball. Edwards, who made the first block, is knocked out cold. Cumberland has lost its quarterback on the first play of the game. Cumberland gains 3 yards on its first play from scrimmage. It's one of only 4 times they'll get past the line of scrimmage all day. They choose to punt on 3rd down, and Tech scores 2 plays later. Cumberland fumbles on 1st and 10, Tech scores. Cumberland fumbles on 1st and 10 again, Tech scores again. By the 18th play of the game, Tech is already up 28-0. Everything is as it should be. Georgia Tech is a powerhouse. They were in the middle of a 33-game undefeated streak that lasted more than 4 years. Up 28-0, Georgia Tech is stopped at the 1, but it's not because Cumberland stopped them. The opposite, actually. Tech's running back, Strupper, takes it to the 1 untouched. The Cumberland players actually get out of his way. But then he downs it. What happens next comes from a book about this game called You Dropped It, You Pick It Up by Jim Paul. It is the most complete source on this game I was able to find. Sadly, it's out of print. It explains that another of Tech's running backs, Canty Alexander, had yet to ever score a touchdown, and his teammates liked to give him grief about it. A week prior, Tech got to the 1 and handed Alexander the ball, and then his linemen just moved out of the way and let him get clobbered for 3 straight downs, and then they gave somebody else the ball to score on 4th down. They were gonna do the same thing here. The Tech players just hit the dirt and gave up, but then for some reason, the Cumberland players did too. Maybe they were scared, maybe it was some weird animalistic instinct, or maybe they just didn't know what to do. That left Alexander as the only man standing on the field, 1 yard from the goal. This should be the easiest touchdown of all time, but he bobbles the snap and he inadvertently boots it a couple of times before he finally recovers it in the end zone. As a two-team effort, it's probably one of the dumbest plays in the history of football. So after the touchdown, Georgia Tech receives the kickoff. Yeah, Georgia Tech, who just scored, receives the kickoff. See, back in the day, if your opponent scored on you, you had the option of kicking or receiving on the ensuing play. I don't know why you would ever do this or why this was an option, but it was. And throughout the game, Cumberland chose to kick after being scored on 5 times. Early in the second quarter, Tech leads 70-0. Against all odds, Cumberland actually finds itself a 3rd and 1. Coach Allen wants to catch them off guard, and he wants to do this by punting. George E. Allen will later go on to have an eventful life. He'll serve as a political operative and become close with FDR, Truman, and Eisenhower. They were presidents who had known him. He even wrote a book. It was called Presidents Who Have Known Me. But for now, he is a nervous 20-year-old nobody coaching against John Heisman. He orders his team to punt. But in the huddle, they decide, no, we are absolutely not punting on 3rd and 1. They line up, Leon McDonald gets the pitch right, and then rather than go to 1 yard for the first down, he panics and punts anyway. It bounces out of bounds 11 yards downfield.
The fuck are we doing here? Like, nigga, what? You niggas could have just went with the original plan.
That's the OG talk tough and then bitch out last second, bro. Like that's the OG.
Hey, that's like when you in the mall with the gang and they're like, bro, go to that big, go say something. And you walk right past them and go into the store and nigga, you want some lame shit. That's what they did, bro.
Oh, bro, I ain't that boy uncle. Bro, that's crazy.
That's crazy as hell, dog.
Morris Gouger fields the kick, and Georgia Tech's special team unit somehow overruns him. There's nothing but open field in front of him. He has daylight. Cumberland hasn't even made it to the 50-yard line.
They got that damn water.
A touchdown would be unthinkable.
That's where YouTube used to be, gang.
For a teammate at his own 20. His teammate was looking.
He tripped over his teammate.
Play 48. Edwards, the quarterback who was knocked out cold on the
bro.
first play of the game, is sent back in. He can't really walk straight. He can't even talk. He is showing obvious concussion-like symptoms. He can't call for the snap. His impatient center snaps it anyway and pops him right in the head. Edwards has now appeared in 2 plays and has been carried off the field unconscious 2 times. Later, this will also happen a 3rd time. Today, we look on this with horror. Back then, a concussion was treated about as seriously as a Charlie horse.
Bro got a TKO in football, bro.
Nigga said, bro. Nigga said a concussion was treated like a cramp.
Back then, yeah, bro.
Give him some water and put his ass back out there. He'll be all right.
There was no such thing as a concussion back then, bro. Like that.
What the fuck?
There was no such thing as brain damage. There was no concussions, bro.
Oh hell no.
Even if you actually had a concussion, bro, like they slap you in the face and say, "Shit, we don't give a damn. Get your ass back out there."
Wow. Tua would not have survived back in those days.
God.
This game is entered an unbelievably lengthy sequence. Between plays 44 and 82, the line of scrimmage never leaves Cumberland's red zone. For 39 straight plays, about 1/3 of the game, the line of scrimmage for both teams is always inside the Cumberland 20.
Bro, like other side of the field, other side of the 50 is one thing, but red zone is insane, bro.
The red zone is insane. That's crazy.
Absolutely ludicrous. And it's also what makes Georgia Tech's total offense all the more impressive. See, Tech only managed 471 offensive yards, which is not a ton. That's because they dominated Cumberland's offense so completely that their own offense just didn't have enough room to gain a lot of yards. Look at where their offense got the ball. Only a few of these could be considered real drives in the traditional sense. Most of them started inside the 20. They couldn't gain yards because they kept running out of them. Contrast this with a game Tech played against Vanderbilt in 2016, just a few weeks ago. Tech won 38-7. It was a great game for them. Taking into account turnovers, returns, and every other time they touched the ball on a play-by-play basis, they picked up 17% of the yards they could possibly get. And remember, that's a one-sided route. The 1916 team picked up 72% of all possible yards. No matter where you drop Georgia Tech on the field, they were highly likely to score immediately on that play. It's staggering.
Bro, it's real deal mathematics behind this shit, bro.
By the time this game is all over, he will have kicked 18 extra points. He bets his teammate a steak dinner that he can kick a ball through the uprights on a kickoff. But then he one-ups himself and he turns on the Jets. Morris Gouger, while lining up for the catch, smacks into the goalpost. The ball bounces off his head and into Priest's arms. Jim Priest has just caught his own kickoff for a touchdown.
Bro,
It's halftime.
Circus shit, bro. He does a kickoff. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna sprint down there, beat the ball down there. Motherfucker ran so fast, he was able to catch the ball off the nigga's dome in the end zone for a touchdown.
That's like Looney Tunes, Charlie Brown type shit, bro.
Like, unblocked too. Like, that's the thing. Like, nobody tripped him or nothing.
Unblocked, nobody did shit to him. That nigga just beeline for the ball again.
That shit crazy.
Coach Allen's team is physically and emotionally destroyed. Cumberland is losing 126-0. If that were a final score today, it would be the worst final score since 1932. Allen has no choice. He has to go talk to the man himself. He figures maybe Heisman will agree to end the game at 1/2. After all, Cumberland held up their end of the bargain. They showed up. Georgia Tech has all its gate receipts. It's true that John Heisman is a disciplined man. In fact, he was famous for telling his teams, better to have died a small boy than to fumble this football. But he's also a noble sportsman. Maybe he'll show mercy. Heisman does agree to shorten the game by 5 minutes. He is a creator of this game. He is a football god, and a god who takes instruction from the God of the Old Testament. He is here to reduce them all to pillars of salt. He is a creator of fear and of youth.
Bro, OG menace to society, bro. He said,
OG crash out.
He said, nah, y'all remember how y'all did my baseball team back in the day? Remember how y'all did my baseball team? Nah, we whooping y'all ass, bro.
Yeah, man, he said, fuck that. We'll shave 5 minutes off the clock.
We'll share 5 minutes because we don't want to score 300 on y'all. Like, bro, that's...
Damn, twin. I just realized, bro, so if they took 5 minutes off the clock and they were scoring a touchdown every 1 minute,
they could have
nigga,
300 points, bro. Like,
bro, that's 35 points. That's 35 points off the board again.
Bro, like, mathematically, they probably wouldn't have scored 35, but, like, just the real life aspect of how bad this ass whooping was, he probably would have, bro.
That's crazy.
He will grind your bones to make his bread. Skimming 5 minutes off the end still guarantees Cumberland 25 minutes of horror. Sometimes a weak expression of pity is the deepest act of cruelty.
So the fun thing with the serpent is, how does a serpent talk? What? And not only that,
Yeah, that's 4, bro.
Play 78. Johnny Dog fields the kick. It was before him. All his teammates have fallen to the ground in resignation. He staggers to the 10, and then he joins them. Edwards is back in the game, despite being knocked unconscious twice. He takes the snap and pitches it to Johnny Dog, who pitches it back. Neither of them want the ball. They keep tossing it back and forth, demanding that the other one take it. And the weight of a Georgia Tech tackler crashes down on them both. Edwards is carried off the field a third time. All right, brief disclaimer. I'm about to tell you a part of the story that I don't think is true. It's in the book, so I'm going to tell you about it, but as the story goes, by now Cumberland is short on willing and able players. At least 2 players have run away and hid. 2 more players have leg injuries. Has them.
Nigga said 2 niggas ran away and hid, bro. Nigga said, fuck y'all. We out.
Bro, yeah, I'm in Atlanta, bro. Like, where y'all gonna hide?
Bro. Oh shit! Nigga said we out. All right, bro. Play the video.
There's one. Play 84. Coach Allen sends in a law student known simply as Pee-wee, who is only here to impress his professors. Pee-wee does not know anything about the rules of football. He is ensured that he will not have to touch the ball or actually do anything. The center direct snaps him the ball. He stumbles around in a state of panic, then flings the ball away in fright. In the ensuing scramble, he runs away. He is now the 4th Cumberland player to try to run out of Grant Field. He hides behind a fence where 2 other players are hiding. They don't want him to give away their hiding spot, so they throw him back over the fence. There is no escape. Play 86. Johnny Dog is chased around the stadium by the actual dog who has wandered in from the stands. Sure, why not? If you're a regular viewer, you'll probably remember this little guy. All I can conclude is that in the early 20th century, wild dogs were everywhere. Play 94. Georgia Tech scores to make it 173-0. The point after attempt that follows is poetry. If Cumberland just lets this extra point sail through, the final score ends up being 223-0. But they block it, unwittingly ensuring the precision of Heisman's revenge. A 22-0 baseball loss is answered by a 222-0 unholy clobber. I don't know how or why Cumberland finds resolve to fight at this moment, but they do. They execute what's known as the climb the ladder play, which has since been made illegal. One player gets on all fours and grabs the knees of a second player, who bends over at the waist and grabs the stomach of a third player. A fourth player, Vichy Woods, steps over their backs and shoulders and leads.
Bro, what kind of freaky ass play is this, bro? Like, what the fuck?
You never seen this shit? Like it's one of them all American Bella and the Bulldogs ass type plays, bro. Where like everybody make like a little ladder and you just run up that bitch in the end zone. You can't do that shit no more in real life, but back in the day they used to like run this shit like a triple option game.
Even on the playground, it never crossed my mind to try some shit like that, bro. Like, no.
Oh shit.
As high as he can. This is Vichy Woods' face before the play.
Oh shit.
This is Vichy Woods' face after this play.
Nah, bro got shot with a damn 12 gauge, bro. Like, hell no.
Damn. They did all this to block a fucking field. They did all this to block a fucking field goal game. Why is this shit illegal? They directing this shit like a horror movie, my nigga.
It was.
Belt, nigga, belt the ass.
They only had 6 first downs because they kept scoring, bro. $222 an entire season. They did this shit in 2.5 hours, bro.
Like, that's historic level ass whooping, bro.
And what's crazy is like Cumberland has never been the same, bro.
Hold on. This nigga is devious as fuck, bro. He had them niggas play a 30-minute scrimmage after the game.
He wanted everybody to pay. Yeah, man.
That's crazy, bro.
Bro, 32 tutties. They only had 6 first downs because they kept scoring. Like
73% of all of their plays were in Cumberland's red zone.
that is.
Is Grant Field still like a thing today?
Yeah, it's the same field. It's just they just like built around it.
Yeah, I need to go see that shit,
I think
gang.
it's called like at least it's called Grant Field, but I think it's like at something stadium. I gotta
Yeah, no, that's insane, bro. I mean, that's just a diabolical ass whooping. Then having them play a scrimmage, a full game scrimmage, 30-minute scrimmage right after, that's also diabolical.
bro, John Heisman was a vindictive man, but it's like that just goes to show there's just some people you don't fuck with, bro, because they will make a point. They'll make an example out your ass, bro. Think about it, bro. Cumberland has never been the same. They were an SEC school, I think. Once again, I gotta look back at that shit. And now they're in NAIA school, and not like
Yeah.
they're not good in the NAIA. It's not like they're in the NAIA and they're like decent. No, like they're a fucking doormat there. So,
And you think all of this is a direct impact of this 2-2-2-0 ass whooping?
bro,
It gotta be.
it's gotta be.
Well, and it's fucked up. It's really fucked up because I get why he did it. Because you know how, like, niggas go, oh, don't fuck with such and such. You might not know what he capable of. Nigga, John Heisman is that. Nigga, like, you do not. I'm pretty sure they did not know that nigga was capable of doing it.
Bro, that game got a trophy named after him, bro. Like, I mean, it was some other shit too, because like he basically did invent football as we know it. But think about it, bro. Like that's like going up talking shit to like hell, what's that dude name? Like Naismith, bro.
Naismith, yeah, and him dropping.
But then again, James Naismith was a terrible coach. He's the only coach in Kansas history to have a losing record, which makes
Losing
no
record,
fucking
yeah.
sense, but
I had to write a paper on that nigga last spring semester. Yeah, that makes no sense. But
I'm not gonna lie, James,
yeah,
Naismith,
bro,
you're a fucking failure, bro. Like how you losing at a game you invented, bro? I be changing.
you invented.
I be changing rules.
I be,
bro.
what? Yeah, hold on, yeah, we're not doing that shit. Nope. Yeah, I'm mid game changing rules and shit.
That's a foul. No. Put in the Who wrote them, bitch? Who wrote them?
Oh, bro, who wrote the bitches? Oh man, hey, that's different. That's why the Heisman is considered the most prestigious personal award in sports, and the Naismith, it don't really mean shit.
I'm telling you, there's levels to this shit, bro. Like James Naismith, think about it. He didn't put 200 points up in a basketball game. Let alone
He didn't put 200 points up in a basketball game.
Like,
And then this nigga John Heisman, he wasn't just a football coach. I think he was Georgia Tech's baseball and basketball coach too.
yeah, that was the whole reason for that. Like this ass whooping here, he was coaching the Georgia Tech baseball team when Cumberland beat him like 22-0.
What a minor league team, bro.
With a minor league team, dog. Like that shit.
Did Heisman know that was a minor league team?
I don't know if he found.
I don't think he did. I think he just wanted revenge just for the simple fact they got their ass whooped.
I don't know. You put 200 points on somebody and you like, you know what? We'll shave that shit by 5 minutes. Like that's some diabolical.
That's some shit you do in a Pee Wee game when you find out another coach done fucked your bitch. So you go to the high school, get all the freshmen, have them play that game that Saturday, and you just whoop the little Pee Wee team ass. Some shit like that, bro.
And y'all think we joking, bro? Like in Atlanta, bro, this.
In Atlanta, this shit like that really happened, gang. Oh shit! Do your research on Tucker Youth Football. Do your research on Tucker Youth Football, bro.
Days, bro. Those were some days, but yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much our reaction to that shit. Yeah, be sure to look at some more of the episodes because we're gonna have some shit dropping soon. So,
Yes, sir.
you got something to say?
Shit, I mean, fuck with us. It's Dirty South. Why not fuck with us? You know what I'm saying? We up and coming. We doing this shit. This is the most raw and unfiltered it's gonna get. You know what I'm saying? We do this shit for the culture. This shit not for no mainstream media. Like, we do this shit for the culture, bro. So if you rock with sports culture plus black culture, we the perfect mix of that. So fuck with Dirty South, man. Run us up.
Type shit. But we about to head out, so appreciate it.
Appreciate it.